Alright guys, welcome back.
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
That's supposed to be Alan Wake. That's an actual real person. Is that who he was modeled after?
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Alan Wake, The Fall of Casey. Alan Wake, Things That I Want. Alan Wake, Alex Casey. Alan Wake, What I Can't Forget. Alan Wake, Return to Sender. And Alex Casey Thriller. Alex Casey must be a character he created in his story. This boy got dual-wield gold pistols. Okay, 47. He's got his own version of the silver ballers. The golden ballers. He's a golden baller. Oh, this is a nice bathroom. We got a radio. Damn, look outside. Dude, this game looks so fucking good. Like, obviously it didn't... I would assume it didn't look like this back then, but... This game, like... especially this specific setting right here, this shit seems like a remake more than a remaster. Like, look at the building across the street, man. But it remastered's on the box, so I guess it's not remade from the ground up.
Necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Alright, guess that's it. What's the point of this? Make some coffee?
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
You just bought a flat screen, huh? Be the perfect time for him to set it up. Got a blizzard going on outside. Coffee on the stove. It's a really nice apartment. They don't have a mirror in their bathroom? That is so weird. Alright, let's go to Alice.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh. Damn. Alright, she says it's on our desk.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the
Alan,
last
wait,
time.
the sudden stop.
Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan!
I'm here.
Please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here,
Is
baby.
this room that was locked?
I'm fine. Just
Oh,
put the lights
it's at the
on
door.
now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry.
I've never seen
We'll
or
just
met
break out the
anyone with
candles.
a darkness phobia.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Man, I would love to get a blizzard down here. We haven't had one here
Mr. Wake?
where I live in
Nausea, disorientation,
years.
anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Our doc, appreciate it. Yeah, I had no idea this game was... Oh, what?
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Yeah, like I was saying, I had no idea this game was episodic. Bright Falls, Coal Mine Museum.
Good to go, Mr. Wake. Sarah's probably waiting for a chance to...
Southeast Cliffs, Ghost Town. Majestic Motel. Bright Falls Power and Lights. Bright Falls Dam. The Watery National Park.
The sheriff wanted to see you in her office.
Stucky's Gas Station. Lake Cauldron. Or Cauldron Lake Lodge. That's where we were. We went to Stucky's Gas Station, so I wonder if we're gonna visit like all these locations that are named on the map. Alright, he clearly wants us to get the fuck out. As soon as we leave this office, he's gonna start cursing to himself. He's gonna be this fucking idiot. Made me cut my fishing trip short. Richard Ball, Bruce Danksy, Jacob Miller on a camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you've seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. Thank you.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Yeah, in a sec. Let me explore here. What is this, a bathroom? Locked.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that.
Excuse
Back
me.
in her day, she wrote about all
What is
sorts of
she,
weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history.
Why is she talking about this woman? Was she in here? Oh, did I trigger something when I opened the door earlier? And I missed it because I went back in? Probably.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
One thermos. And a manuscript. Glad I fucking searched.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Well, we got a radio, manuscript, and thermos.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
Oh, let's grab her phone.
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello? Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand.
Okay, I'm gonna be the first to say this. Looking for missing wife on a cabin that's sunk into the lake. And according to her, it's been like that. And then on top of that, he was found with a bloodied forehead in a garage at Stucky's gas station. The place was a wreck and Stucky's missing. And you're telling me you're just gonna let him walk outside and get fresh air?
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
He's fucking...
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Yeah, these
You can get to the back
cops
lot
suck
through the
ass.
door and down the corridor, Mr.
Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Nice. What's this one
In
good say?
spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
I told him, well, I don't hear we're on your feet.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, these cops
The
are
early
fucking
morning light
stupid.
hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Yeah, I know we gotta go over there, but I'm just looking around.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me.
It's
I'm at
probably
the
where we
sheriff's
have to go.
station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Oh, never mind. I guess I thought it looked like this is where we're gonna go. We just pulled that, ladder comes down, we crawl out. Maybe we don't take it yet. We can climb in through the window. Oop. Alright.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey, oh my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
I have no fucking clue, Barry. Who's anyone in this town?
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody.
Yeah, that was kind of fucking rude.
She's a very nice girl.
She was just being nice. She's a big fan.
A fan.
What does that say? Bucktooth Charlie, Columbia mammoth. I didn't even read it. Skeleton of a Columbian mammoth. The specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was detonated to the Elderwood National Park. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington State fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Excuse me.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here.
Alright. Guessing we're gonna have to talk to Max? Max or Rusty, one of the two. So when we return, we'll do that. So I'll see you guys in the next part.